the space! Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU, the mighty mix spawner. Don't ask me what that voice is, because I have no idea myself. However, I am indeed quite happy I am back. Though it was my fault for not actually being back when there was nothing whatsoever that stopped me from being in here anyway. But I guess I'm kinda excused, because first of all, I was trying to get this Hero 6 video to the YouTube desperately, and there were just so many troubles getting it on YouTube because there was no legitimate reason, because it wasn't even such a giant file as sometimes I post with endless space, and yet it took me 48 hours of processing, and I do not even mention the upload, which also took a while. By the way, starting my timer on time for a change, sorry. And then because of so many problems I had with this video, I was a little bit disgusted with it and decided to not make video casts for a while, and now I realized how much I missed endless space. OMG! Just having a couple of seconds in this game when I was just making sure that all of my planets are constructing the right thing, which mostly is adaptive taxation systems, it just grabbed my heart how clean the interface is, how beautiful the game looks, at least for me, and wow, it was just amazing. Especially now, I mean, right now I'm playing obviously Hero 6 because I want to post more footage for you, but I also have been playing some Medieval 2 Total War. I'm mod to this game, but it still counts as this game, and I do like that game, but compared to Endless Space, that interface in Medieval 2 is horrible, and the game just kinda hates me, and is even cheating more than this game, with a mod that makes it less cheating nonetheless, which is quite substantial. Anyway, now when we are in this beautiful little area of Endless Space, whatever, we can have a battle, because we are about to. I don't quite remember what was the stake of my army. I do remember losing one area some time ago. And fortunately, as you can see, even though because of the bug this pink circle is still here, my allies have been killed when trying to capture Essa. Either that or they simply ran away, which is... yeah, they ran away, never mind then. Still, they changed their mind, which is good for me, because I wanted to have Essa for myself, and now I will be able to, which makes me very, very happy. I just need to fight off a huge amount of enemy fleets, but I believe with Destiny Ascension 3.0, I will actually be able to do that. If not, then I will be moderately unhappy. But then again, I have a giant fleet just waiting to help me conquer the infidels. Yep, you can definitely tell I was playing Medieval 2 because I used the word infidel, and they use this word a lot in Medieval 2. Alright, a lot of kinetics, not a problem. No problemos, eh? We're gonna kill some people. Yes, killing humans. Oh, this is so great as well, because I'm not a human. In Medieval 2, yes, you can kill humans, but you're a human yourself, so what's the point? In here, oh, Admiral is a human, my Admiral at least, but I am, well, I technically am human as well. But my race is not humans, that's what I actually meant to say, which is a-okay with me, and I'm gonna just murder everybody who opposes me with my alien sci-fi technology. And there we go, a lot of kinetics from my opponent, and also Barry is not going to make it any easier on me either. And my areas are taking a lot of firepower. And well, I couldn't take the beating, it is going to be destroyed indeed. Another one, I believe, is going to get destroyed as well. I think I'll actually have to switch for dust warheads, because it doesn't look too great for me right now. Never mind, and oh, too late, I wanted to rechange into the nano-repair systems, but apparently my rockets were enough to completely demolish all of those large bishops, as I keep calling them, which are quite simply dreadnoughts of the United Empire. Not a big issue, though I did lose an area, and 2 areas did take a significant amount of damage, which is unfortunate because it means they'll most likely be destroyed in the next turn by those raiders, if I can call them raiders. Doesn't really seem to be the proper word for this, but whatever. Now, my hero, why on earth was he sending this guy to Oyat system? I don't quite remember. He does have a formidable fleet though, which is kinda nice, but I wish I would have remembered what his purpose was. Though I guess even if I don't, I can still use him quite effectively. I can just use him as a way to transport some of my ships to reinforce my main fleet, and also use him to capture one of the systems of United Empire faster than I would usually be able to. Now let's have a quick look at the diplomatics that we are at. Currently, yes, we are still the four-headed eagle, for whatever reason I call us this way, but I think it's fitting, and we are pretty much indestructible. However, our enemy is quite strong as well, and the amoebas are still at war with me, which I wanted to make sure that this is indeed the case. Also, yeah, I remember that one. Not only the amoebas are a problem, but cravers. Those guys like to kill you when you least expect it, and I don't fancy that not one bit. Okay, so this fleet is completely ready to take on whatever risks and dangers there are in the universe. So I will send the Epsilon to defend the Citadel, and it will just sit there, making sure nobody comes through, including the cravers, most importantly the cravers. Now the other fleet is almost ready. Let's create those areas as well. Okay, so there's a Morinth in here, that's very nice, and can add a couple of more areas in here. Fleet Zeta doesn't sound so amazing. Gamma though, for whatever reason I like the word Gamma, so it will be called Fleet Gamma, and I will send it to Ilium, I believe, for the same reason I sent the fleet to Citadel, just for guard this, because quite simply I do need some people guarding my borders, especially now more than ever when everybody's trying to kill me for whatever reason. Though I guess I could name a couple of reasons by myself, but still it is rude to just try and kill me like that, isn't it? I guess I try to kill people every now and then, but still. Why am I crying? I have tears in my eyes. What happened? I wasn't yelling or anything, that's strange. Very strange. I have tears in my eyes. I cannot possibly explain why that is, but it is rather confusing for me. But anyway, I believe we are done with this turn, which means that we can indeed go for another. Having a quick look at the technology tab, looks like last time I did schedule some technologies to be made, which is nice because now I couldn't remember for my head, that doesn't make any sense, but whatever, I couldn't remember what I wanted to go for, but yeah, now I remember that we indeed wanted to go for kinetic energy for quite obviously reasons. Alrighty then, is that absolutely everything? I want to make sure there's no ships that need retrofitting or whatever. No, does not look like it. The Space Asari is 4.0 by now, which means that the one we've got at ESA is outdated, which is unfortunate because it means that it is more likely to succumb to the enemy firepower, which I don't like too much. Okay, will he should be able, yes, they will definitely be able to hold their ground at Rotanev, which is alright with me. That's not a big problem at all, and as I said, we should do, let's end the turn and take my sip of just ONG. It has been a long time since I drank this, baby. Let's go, come on, open, I know you want. There we go. Oh, there we go. Give me a second. Actually, I forgot to shake it, so I have to close it again, as annoying as it is. Shake it. Okay, now I can drink it while the AI still makes it moves. If you can't tell by the sound of it, I do rather fancy that pack of juice. Not this particular pack of juice, I pretty much fancy every pack of juice that is from the same company and the same kind of pack of juice that I really like. If that makes any sense whatsoever, and if it doesn't, then oh well, it's not my problem, it's yours. Actually, it is my problem, because making no sense is, hey, not particularly helpful when you live in a society. But wait a minute. Okay, there we go. Invisible fleet strike again. There were 5 fleets in here just a moment ago, maybe 4, but still there were more than 3. Whatever, I'm not too particularly bothered by this fact. I'm pretty sure they are still there. I simply cannot, for whatever reason, actually see them. I possess a lot of titanium, which means nothing, and it has been the case for I have no idea how long. And Lesus? I'm pretty sure I scheduled you to construct some stuff. I ordered you, not scheduled you. Apparently EU either did it, and yeah, I'm pretty sure they did it and then proceeded to make more areas soon after that. Which kind of makes sense, to be quite honest. Those guys have crazy amount of production. Let's just make 2 more Mars, just in case we actually need them. And some more areas as well, because hey, why not? We need more firepower. Oh, actually, I forgot to check. What is my score? I'm at 3rd place, still quite far behind the leading factions, including my allies. That is suspicious, you said. That is indeed suspicious, but oh well, they are my allies. I guess I should forgive them for that. Now, in terms of everything else, my fruits production is almost the worst. That's always nice to see. How about my knowledge? I'm at 3rd place. That's not too bad, but I would like to be at 1st place for obvious reasons. In terms of my fleet, I'm slowly but surely making my way towards somewhat respectable positions in the universe. My fleet is at 6th place, and diplomatic victory at 38%. Though there are still factors that are probably way closer to this victory than I am, which kinda bothers me. Unfortunately, there is no way for me to tell which one is in the lead until it is significantly in the lead, and then you get a notification that you should be worried. You always get this kind of notification when the AI is close to winning the game via some kind of victory condition. Alright, so is there anything that actually I can do this time, because I already moved my fleets as much as I wanted to. I can merge all those together because there's no reason not to, and that's about it, unfortunately, as dull as it is, so I will simply have to end this turn yet again and wait for another one to come, in a hope that we get to see a little bit more battles indeed. My friends will no doubt win the battle on Rotterdam, and even if they don't engage in a battle, they'll still prevent the enemy from passing through the system, which is something that I am very much okay with. And there we go, endless amount of battle is soon going to occur on the verge of the SS system, and we're going to just show those boys when they die. That was supposed to be a witty comment, but as usual with me... Oh, hold on a minute, beams. This is an issue, because I can't... Oh, I could go for ultimate defense, but quite frankly, I'm a little bit more afraid of kinetics than beams at this point. And it doesn't decrease my beam of defense, it decreases my beam damage, which I barely have. So I believe I should be able to kill the enemy in the first... Still, it might be more worthwhile to use dust warheads to kill the enemy as fast as possible, but since the enemy has better kinetics than I do, then he's almost certainly going to be able to deal more damage to me faster than I will deal to him. I hope that makes sense. It does in my head, which is something, I guess, but in any case, I believe the Fennec is a better course of action for me right now. I was indeed able to take out every single one of the enemy ships, but I lost 2 areas on my own, which is suboptimal to say the least, because right now things just tend to go into the snowball effect from this point, unfortunately. I will indeed need to do something to turn the tides, but unfortunately I just realized that my hero is on the intergalactic voyage between Los and Oyas, which means that still he's not really going into the general direction of the enemy, he's just wasting time, because yeah, it would be much faster to go through Rotterdam in the standard route. Alright, beams and more beams, so we should go for a lot of beam defense, which is a problem because I don't have too many shields, especially on area of 8s. Iron 9s might be well defended against beams, but I'm not sure about the other versions of areas, which bothers me a little bit. I could use that, but it decreases my efficiency of deflectors, which I actually don't really care about, so I am indeed going for the beam defense. As I said, I'm not going to risk that warheads. It might actually be worth it, but I don't particularly believe it to be the case until at least I am able to retrofit my kinetics a little bit more. Although in this situation, because beams are indeed slower weapon than kinetics, I actually should have gone for the dust warheads, which was my mistake, but the one that I am unable to actually undo at this point in time. And there we go, one area is down. The enemy keeps firing their beams, which is unfortunate. I hope that no more areas will actually be destroyed. They only get damaged, but still it is bad enough. I was obviously able to take it out all of the destroyers, but still, with each wave I lose at least one ship, and the enemy still has quite a few fleets orbiting this area that are going to challenge me, which I don't particularly like, let's just put it this way. And I just realized that maybe the game sound is a little bit too loud for you to hear what I say, so I'm going to lower it but just a tad, and we will see how it goes. Hopefully it will not be the opposite right now. Both kinetics and beams, this is not so great, and the enemy has a big amount of shield and deflectors. So pretty much whatever I go for is bad. That's good to know. I guess I could try and use the dust warheads now because they don't... Yeah, they will simply increase my chance for critical hit. So it's something. And actually I believe it is too quiet now, so I'm going to boost the sound again. I could go for illusion, but right now my fleet is not big enough for it to be actually effective. Or maybe a short second would be a good idea. I will not go for it right now, especially because I had no chance, no time. But maybe in the future I'll try to go for short second. Right now I'll hope that I can deal enough damage before to destroy the enemy ships before actually losing my own. Which is actually possible. The enemy is doing a surprisingly low amount of damage to me. They are missing most of their shots, which is very fortunate that I was able to take out the enemy fleet with no casualties of my own. I have no idea what went on in there. Maybe it's because the enemy focused fire on Destined Assassin, which is pretty beastly in terms of absorbing damage, but still, that was kind of surprising. Anyway, I actually do need to win this game relatively soonish because it just upsets me that there is this giant patch for I have no idea how long, and I still hasn't been able to actually play it, and I really want to because it has some cool things in there. Maybe there actually, the funny fact is there might actually be even yet another patch that I'm simply not aware of. I do actually need to visit the Endless Space website because it has been a while since I did, which is unforgivable. No, actually it is pretty much forgivable. I've been busy and all, but still, it feels good to come back to your roots, even though they're not your roots at all. My roots are where I at 3, so that kind of isn't my roots at all. But still, it feels good to actually come back to the game that I enjoy a lot and lost area already in a single volley of enemy beam weapons. This is not so great. How did they manage to deal so much damage to this poor area in a moment of such a... I can't speak English, and maybe it's just because I'm losing much more ships than I would like to. Another ship down, come on! This is unfortunate. I stick on my Monolith and a Destiny Assassin, but areas are my main source of damage, not to say the only source of damage. So, yeah. Things are not looking so great right now, let's just put it gently. The amount of time it would take for me to capture SA is even greater because of that, which yet again is not so great. Look at that. Why I have to send this guy to go for an intergalactic voyage, I have no idea. I must have felt so smart that time. Oh yeah, good job, Pancake. Anyway, I did win a bunch of times, which is nice, and why on earth did you level up? I guess you just admire the view so intensely you leveled up from it, which is okay with me. We'll get some more tactician ability, which is always nice. And what else do we have here? Anything I should particularly be interested in? Not really, which means that I can just continue on with my journey. You dear sir, please guard the system. I will not have any intruders going through it, and it looks like my ally-ish friends called the Sowers are indeed tired of the amoeba tyranny and are going to capture Akama and Alcyon, or whatever you're supposed to pronounce it, which is nice, I guess. Meantime, oh never mind, they're not at war, unfortunately, oh well. The Carriers are, however, suspiciously quiet at this point. They're not doing anything in particular, when in fact they could probably quite easily destroy my fleets. I mean, in a single battle I would probably win, but they have so much more fleets than I do, it would just be a matter of time before they could break through my line of defense and start trading my inner worlds, which I definitely do not want to happen, but there might be nothing I could do to actually prevent that from happening, annoyingly enough. Alright, having those battles dealt with, however, I believe we are indeed ready to go for the next thing. Can I decrease my tax rate? However, wait a minute, I'm still losing dust? I didn't even notice that! Still, does it really matter? Oh, I have a lot of that. That is nice. Does it really matter? As I said, I'm not too entirely convinced, because do remember that my hero gives me dust each time he wins a battle, which is quite often, as you might have noticed. So I shouldn't be too bothered with that. However, I'm a little bit surprised that I still keep losing dust after so many upgrades that I have installed on my system that increase my dust protection. Whatever, I'm just going to go for the next turn, drink a little bit more juice, if you don't mind me doing so. That is tasty. Alright, what do we have here? So kind of research has been finished, and I actually cannot do anything because I still haven't waited for the air to finish its task. Not a big problem. I'll just wait for a little bit more. Come on, I think it is okay now. Ultra Dense Extrusion is ready, which is nice. I'm going to retrofit my modern ASAP because they do indeed need what is it called? Like, oh, never mind. It's actually gravitic energy. And it's going to replace Extreme Fusion. Is that good? Yes, it indeed is. Very, very good indeed. So let us remove some of those upgrades, see how much can I feed them now after installing this upgrade. Apparently none. Okay, I don't have any problems with that. Right now this ship has a little bit less HP. Actually a lot less HP because of this upgrade. But I don't perceive this to be too much of a problem now. I could resign from long range sensors, though never mind, I thought there is a worse upgrade than that. There isn't. Handy. Maybe I'll just resign from those. Okay, that's 8 of them on here. Then I needed to upgrade those anyway, so now I have 7, and the tonnage is pretty much the same. I still have 2 points free anyway, that I cannot do anything with. Though Particle Attractor is, well, it is a nice name, and oh, I forgot how beautiful those ships look like. I'm melting. Anyway, without making too much of a fool of myself, and when did I get dark reflectors? I don't know, but I'm kinda happy about that. What on earth is going with me and my memory? 7 tonnage left. That is nice. I do need more dark reflectors though, so I will get 1 more there. And I do need more HP as well, so I will reserve from 1 more super dense armor and then get a little bit more HP to make up for the gravitic energy loss I got. So it should be relatively-ish nice, quite well defended against the rockets, as well as kinetics, which is indeed very, very important. Thank you very much. It means that probably areas also can, yep, they can go for dark reflectors as well. However, I would indeed like to wait with that a little bit until a new pack of upgrades. Actually, it will take a while, so I might as well retrofit them right now, why not? Alright, so what do I need to take rid of? Quantum damping and magnetic deflectors. 2 particle attractors and 2 dark deflectors. That's not so great, is it? No, indeed it isn't. I could resign from decay shells, but I don't really want to. We will resign from plasma slugs, 1 of them at least, and get some more dark deflectors maybe? Yeah, we'll go for those because still those... I know they're supposed to be kinda-ish like a glass cannon, but that's a little bit too much on the extreme side of things, to be quite honest. They're very vulnerable. Oh well. That's how much I care. I say, oh well. Oh, I guess I could retrofit Destiny Ascension as well, but it doesn't really even matter because it is going to take me a very long time until I actually am able to reach it in order to retrofit it. Ilium, you are productionless. So, okay, I'm going to... Oh, Polar Tempest, I can get rid of that, get some more science going. Sorry, I was swallowing in case you didn't notice. And any more upgrades I need to go for? Not really, so I'll just make more areas because why not, I need them. Selvos, you dear sir, what are you going for? You are going for nothing whatsoever but just more gold. I mean dust, not gold, let's not be silly over there. And I believe this is okay with you as well. Any enemy going to fight me? Apparently so. And it's a hero as well, but doesn't it increase the proneness of my hero because of that? Let's have a quick look. What this cool ability I got gives me. Yep. So the enemy right now has a hero, but unless it's high level hero, and it isn't, it actually gives me more benefits than it does to the enemy, which I am completely okay with. And it's probably the reason why I'm doing so well. So well, I wanted to say. Whatever. Missiles, kinetics, and some more kinetics. A lot of kinetics, some missiles. All in all, it's not so great, and the enemy hero is going to probably boost the damage as well. Trying to figure out what I should go for. The enemy does have a small fleet though, and I should be able to take out the small ships relatively fast and easy, especially if I use last warheads, so that's precisely what I'm going to go for. I'm tempted to try ultimate defense, but I don't really think it is going to be all that necessary right here for me. And to be quite honest, I would much rather... Actually, never mind, this ship will fight, so I guess... Too late. I just realized that this small ship is going to fire its rockets right away, so even if I destroy it fast, it will be too late for me per se. That's a nice camera angle, thank you game. Yeah, this still needs a little bit more work, but what can you say? Okay, the enemy keeps firing the kinetics, thinking they are cool when they are indeed not. I was able to completely obliterate them with a single volley of my missiles, and I did not take any damage in the process. Unless the enemy missiles didn't hit me yet. They did? Well, maybe they target the destination station or more than 5. Either way, they wouldn't be able to deal me any damage. So I guess that is pretty much what happened. I'm not going to complain about that at all. So thank you very much for that. And don't tell me it is yet again the time when I'm supposed to end the 10, because I would like some more stuff. How did you get through? I guess he's on an intergalactic journey. That would explain they are bypassing my border control in order to actually infiltrate the inside of my empire. Pretty smart, I have to admit, pretty smart. I'm gonna make them pay for that. I have no idea how yet, but I am still gonna make them pay for that. This fleet is full, but is there any way I can actually make those ships move in there without losing them? I'm not too sure on my... I have to say I'm not too sure at all actually, because this system by is most likely, what do you call it? Blockaded, I guess. Under blockade, so I couldn't actually travel through it without the assistance of this fleet that I'm waiting for. I can set my ships to iron anyway, to just make sure that they are waiting in this place when they need to. But there's not much else I can do without this fleet that is going to clear the path for me, because 3 areas, although they are nice, they're not going to clear the path for me at all. They're just going to die like the pages under the 300 bridge. 300 bridge? What on earth am I talking about? Whatever, I'm talking nonsense as usual, that's my charm, I guess. Ending the 10, yet again. Not actually, why would I not drink more juice? It could be just silly and stupid. I'm gonna drink more, don't worry. And I'm trying to remember what I planned to say, which is a little bit difficult-ish, unfortunately. Nope, no idea what I wanted to say. I was trying to think if it was about K-pop, but there isn't really too much that is happening right now in there anyway, so... Hey, hold on a second. How did you get here? Dude, how can they possibly have engines so powerful they were able to make it through an intergalactic travel so fast? And I'm sorry, they couldn't travel through this system because it is under blockade from me. Cheating AI. Endless space, I forgot how you are and who you are. Do I care about this? Let's have a quick look. How much Okalakix do we have? How much is abundance again? Oh, 4 or more. Okay, I can go for it. And I'm losing titanium? I have not enough titanium? That's strange. That's... Oh yes, because they got all my sources of titanium. That kind of would make sense, indeed. Alright, so... all ships, make your moves. Thank you very much. And in the meantime, we are going to spill some heretics' blood. Are there any morphs in here? No, indeed there are not, which is a problem because I will need them to launch a successful invasion. So what I'm going to do is, you dear sir, make sure that this system is properly blockaded. Although I'm still going to leave my borders quite open, but apparently AI doesn't care, it's going to try through them no matter what because it's cheating. But whatever. You dear sir, go to a geisha. I guess, yeah, sorry, I couldn't resist myself. And not make it with a single 10. Thank you very much for it. I appreciate it a lot. So maybe you will actually make it in a single 10. Yes, indeed you will. Thank you very much. Kill those blasphemers! There we go! Kill them all! They have kinetics. What is with those kinetics guys anyway? Everybody goes for kinetics. It's boring. I was supposed to be the kinetic king. Mixing in some rockets as well. Oh, I do love those dreadnoughts though. I do love them a lot. Alright, they have a lot of kinetics, which means I'll go for deflectors because I don't want to lose my ships at all. No, indeed I do not. Then again, maybe it would be better to go for barrier to get a little bit more HP. I think it is the case. I might obviously be horribly wrong, but so far it is working out quite well because I was indeed able to counter the enemy EMP and lose area already, which is not so great. I'm going to lose another one because the enemy is really flying reluctantly, but no, indeed I was able to survive and demolish the enemy fleets, and I cannot speak at all, but those rockets look quite nicely and neatly, I have to say. It's not quite green enough, but it is greenish. How green is it? Super green? I can't do that, I'm sorry. I do love the fifth element, but I cannot do that voice, not for the life of me. Which actually might be good, because people would think that I'm even weirder than I already am, which is quite difficult to achieve, as you might imagine. I need some more dust, so I go for dust protection, and I'm still losing a lot of it. I guess I'm spending a lot of dust on maintaining my ships, but still, I want more! As simple as that. Alrighty then. Nothing else that requires my attention just yet. And it looks like I might actually not need to bother with my fleet. I kept mixing the word fleet with ship in order to drive for Bunny, because apparently my friends are going to wreak some havoc over there anyway. I just hope that they will not try to run us from me. If they get Dorado or Perseus, I will be disappointed, but not too much. I will be okay. But I don't need those two systems because they would give so much luxury, resource abundance, that would give me so many benefits. It's just difficult to even imagine. Actually, not maybe imagine, but explain is the word I would rather go for. Quite a nice fleet is ready, so how about you go start traveling in this general direction? Thank you very much. Actually, you go over here because here why not. And I believe this is the case for this very turn, because there is not much of anything else waiting for me just yet. Just how well are we doing in terms of knowledge? We are pressing forward, which is nice. Fleet is still way behind and my fleet is still at the same place. Same goes for Skull. Quavers are actually, they are at 5th place and they are so powerful. I don't even want to know how crazy powerful my allies are. Hold on a minute, I don't have to worry about that. That said, Horatio, they have spent the entire game without being at war with anybody, which not only makes them very likely candidates for diplomacy victory, but it also means that they probably have an incredible amount of ships. I could declare war on them. It would force my allies to actually be at war, obviously, and because they have the only connection to Russia, it would be them who would have to worry about that. However, right now I kinda am thankful to my allies because they are indeed helping with me with the United Empire, and I will not do so just yet. I will, however, declare war on Horatio just after we are finished with United Empire, because I don't like the fact that Horatio is just sitting there quietly, making sure they are about to kill us all with a fleet that could blot out the sun. Alright, you there, sir, can you move? I hope you can. No, you cannot. That is unfortunate, but there's... Wow! This is nice. I just hope that my areas aren't going to be attacked, which they probably are, and then I have to retreat them, and they will probably retreat over there, which will be almost annoying, but that's just how it goes. In the meantime, how about we kill some amoebas that don't even deserve to blimp around, because they're amoebas. Whatever. And, oh, it has been this long already? I did not even feel the passage of time. It has been 35 minutes. OMG, what am I going to do? Don't worry. My encoding software allows me to record as much footage as it gets to 50-minute mark, then it starts breaking out and it's most annoying for me. But anything below that I believe I can go for. That said, I don't really like to post too long videos, not only because it takes a crazy amount of time to upload, but also because it takes a crazy amount of time to upload. Also, I don't know about you, but when watching this kind of videos that I post, I like when they are roughly 30 minutes in size, because it's just good enough to watch while eating, for example, which I tend to do a lot. I eat and either read a book or eat and watch YouTube videos. So it's different at times, but it's mostly how it goes. Alright, so no losses over here. I was able to completely demolish the enemy dreadnought, no big surprise there, it was just a single one, not quite enough firepower to kill me, and it focused fire on Morinth, which has a lot of deflectors and whatnot, which is quite nice indeed. Make sure you blockade the system, thank you very much. You can go back to Lors, you go to the Citadel, make sure you defend it well. Actually have no movement point left, but whatever, it doesn't really matter all that much. Amoeba fleet destroyed, this is nice. And is there... Yes, there is another battle. I knew I forgot something, which... Okay, missiles and kinetics. Missiles are going to be most annoying. Kinetics as well. That said, it's only a single dreadnought full of kinetics, so I should be able to not really worry about that too much, because kinetics, as scary as they may be for Unit Empire, with just a single dreadnought, it shouldn't be too bad. I'll try the short circuit. It has been a while since I used that card, and I'm kinda interested to see how it works. I could also try Barrier, it is also a nice card, but I'm not too sure about it just yet. We'll just have to wait and see, I guess. Wait and see. Alright, so the enemy is indeed firing a lot of kinetics, most of them missing or being completely bounced by my deflectors, which is nice. I saw a lot of missiles going in the general direction of my Destiny Ascension, so I'm going to see how well it can actually deflect those missiles. Actually, they all missed, if I'm not mistaken, which is nice. And the enemy was completely obliterated in return, which just goes as far to say that my ships are superior to the enemy ships. La-di-da! I really didn't see that one coming, actually I did. Okay, so far this particular video, I believe, has been quite full of battles, not so much of anything else, which is surprising because if I remember correctly, their last videocast was the exact opposite of this one. It had almost no battle but a lot of management, which is kind of funny, I guess. For some people, maybe, who knows. Alright, is there anything I need to take care of in this particular turn? I don't believe there is. My knowledge dropped to thread, again, that's classy, but I guess I'll be able to make up for it relatively soon-ish. And I'm going to end the turn and say my outro. It has been PANCZASU, the mighty Mixpower. If you somehow managed to enjoy my videocast, then please do like it and maybe subscribe to my channel. But most of all, please leave a comment, because I do love reading them a lot and they are also very helpful indeed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you online.